guys are supposed to stop them from doing, and you're doing nothing.
I'm going to take it one step further, and I'm going to just say, prove us, please. We need you to tell us what's really going on, because we do get a very biased liberal media spin on things up here. So please convince me that they're wrong, because I would like to believe that this isn't true. And you're the only one, just by communicating, you can maybe save face, because your country's a fucking joke. You must know that. I know everyone in the Pacific Northwest knows that. I've got friends all down the West Coast, Portland, Washington State. They're embarrassed to be a part of the country, and they should be. Anyone with a half a brain should be embarrassed to be part of your country right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm embarrassed to be a part of Canada. We haven't done something that's fucking retarded yet.
I think you're gonna see. I could see a bunch of these South Americans just turning around and saying, "Put up the fucking wall. We don't even want to live there."
Yeah.
You used to be the symbol of hope. You used to be the thing that people wanted to escape to and to aspire to be. It used to be a thing to go be American. Now they're afraid of you, or they're laughing at you. The entire world, they're the ones that aren't afraid you're going to bomb the shit out of them for no reason, are all pointing fingers and laughing. You're a reality show. You're a fucking blooper reel. You're
a walking fucking gag.
And where are the people that stand up? Why is it just fucking like it's John Travolta and a handful of his buddies who speak out about this? Where are the real people that give a shit?
I just don't think they exist.
There's got to be some real people in America that care. And we can't do anything about it. We can't help you from up here. Look, we got fucking Alfalfa and the Rascals running our goddamn country half the year, and then the other half of the year they're just out
taking a fucking 5-month break and getting paid $8 for it.
You know what? I would love it. Do it. I want all provincial governments to follow suit, because I don't want to fucking think about you for 5 months.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Everybody take Doug Ford's lead. We don't need you. You don't do shit for me anyway.
No. You do nothing. Take 12 months off. Fuck it. We'll be happy with that.
We could be so lucky.
Yeah, right.
This is just pushing me harder and harder to want to keep trying to take over and trying to get people to spoil their votes. I think it's now more important than ever, not even in a joking way. We need to convince governments that they shouldn't exist anymore. This is retarded. When this is the kind of stuff that's going on, spoil your ballot. Please send a message to these people.
Yeah.
If you're not going to actually rise up, at least some civil disobedience will send a message to them. And I don't condone. I used to say I never condone violence, and I'd be dead against anyone breaking the law. I always said that too. I said everything has to be legal. That was my whole argument when I was running for mayor, that we have to do things legally. But when the laws violate common sense, then it's time for those laws to change. And if we have to break them to change them, that's what we have to do. And we used to be good at it in this country. In America too. You're on board to have another fucking civil war over this shit. Change things. If the people won't leave willingly, force them out and take over. I never thought I'd be at a point where I'm actually saying that, but we're at a point now where a revolution has to happen, or we're all just going to die. And I don't want to die. I've made that very clear. I like me a lot. If I'm going to die, it's because of something I do drunk and stupid, not because some government gets me killed.
I just, I'm afraid to say these words, but fuck, I'm going to say it anyways. Not that I condone this, but I'm really starting to understand mass murder. I'm just starting to understand why it happens. I get it. When this is the type of shit you gotta look down and face every fucking day, when this is what you're watching your fucking country and your life turning into, I get it. But what I don't understand around and just shooting innocents instead of shooting the fucking people who create the problems.
Because the people who create the problems have more power and they're more willing to do it. The innocent people that are intelligent and think things through tend to take too long. We have to scrap the whole system. If your house is a teardown, you don't try to save a few 2x4s. You tear the fucking thing down. And that's
right.
That's what we're going to have to do. But with both, clearly we failed. In the 150 years that we've tried to establish this country, or 152 years coming up at the end of this week, I think it is. Is it 152? 53? Somewhere in there. We failed. We failed.
52, yeah.
We failed miserably. We did it wrong. And so did you guys, my American friends. God love you. I love you all. I do. I love America. I love visiting. It's my favorite thing in the world to go to America. Not anymore. I don't want to anymore. Well, because I haven't done it since 2002. For any significant amount of time. And back then it was still made sense. We got to we failed. We came over from Europe and we fucking failed. It's time to start over again. All our systems are so fucking convoluted they don't make sense. The bank, saving the bank thing. Why are banks and corporations running our countries and governments are just doing whatever the fuck they want for 5 months on our dime? Nothing makes sense. If you really put it all together and think about it, it's so fucking stupid that I can't even make a joke. We need to stop. We need to stop and turn around, burn it all down, and start over again.
Absolutely.
We've done it wrong. And
so very, very wrong.
Remember my song, Say Hello to Mayor McFucking Burn It All Down? I mean it. I mean it more than ever. We need to start again. We need to take both our constitutions and throw them in the fucking garbage. They're meaningless anyway.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't mean anything at all anymore. Everything's been misconstrued and taken at such a direct face value. You know what? If you guys want to take shit at direct face value, then take a look at the U.S. Constitution. The right to bear arms. Do you know what that was written about? The right to own a pair of bare arms.
Well, that's in BC, yeah.
That was. You have the right to turn around and to hunt a bear and to mount his fucking bare arms on your wall.
And yet, it was only this year in British Columbia that women were allowed to bear their arms in Parliament. Women weren't allowed to wear short sleeves in Parliament until this year. They literally couldn't bear their arms. That's funny. That's how fucked.
That's insane. I didn't even know that. That's fucked up.
You know how, you know why Bitcoin is a thing? Because money doesn't fucking matter. It's not real. It's stupid. So letting banks run the world? Why? We could just invent money and it could become a thing. That's how stupid and pointless it is. Virtual currencies shouldn't be a thing that exists, but they are. You know why? Because the whole currency market is fucked. It's a made-up thing that these people made up to make us think we depend on them for some reason. Get rid of it.
We don't depend on them for anything.
We don't, and we're proving it over and over again by coming up with our own systems, and they work better. The only reason that Uber is not a thing in BC is because cab drivers said it can't be. People.
And look what's happened in fucking BC with the cab drivers. Now it's impossible to get a cab, and cabbies are being picky and choose about who they decide to have in their car. If they look at something and say, "Yeah, I like the looks of the person," no, I'm not going to put them in my car now.
But our system, we can do it. We don't have to ask the government. That's why I don't understand the whole Uber thing. Why did we go to the government anyway? Why don't we just fucking do it? Just do it. Just start driving people around in your car. Guess what? Then Uber exists. Don't tell the government you're doing it. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
That's how things happen. The Bitcoin guys did that. They just invented a currency and went with it, and now it's a worldwide fucking thing that's taking over. True, we don't need to go to these people for these things. These people that make up fucking laws where you get shot in the stomach and get charged with an abortion? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what if I get shot in the sack? Is that mass genocide? Because there's 100,000 potential babies in my sack?
That's right.
these are the people we go to for answers, and these are the answers they give us instead of solving problems. They go, no, we're going to take half the year off and come up with the screwiest fucking shit just to confuse the smart people into complacency. I can't deal with it anymore. It's time to start speaking up and take a stand against your government. Just say no. Nancy Reagan had it right from the beginning. Just say no.
Yeah, she had it right, but she just had the wrong place for it.
Good Lord. I'm done. I'm done with this episode. Fuck you, America. You ruined my show.
Yes, you have.
Oh.
Fuck. You went from being a joke to being an actual direct threat to yourself. That's fucked up. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. You have to be.
Alright, kids. I don't want to end on that note, because then I'll go and shoot myself, and then I'll have to charge myself with abortion.
Just don't shoot yourself in the sack and you'll be fine.
Gordon and I are trying to, part of the NMFA strategy is to streamline this show and make it more like a podcast is allegedly supposed to be according to their rules. And part of that is we're supposed to have one nice logo that defines our brand. I have no idea what that is. I'm terrible at coming up with things like this, so I'm going to ask you guys to do it for us. So you can choose one of the logos that Gordon and I are posting on Facebook, or you can design your own logo for us. Post it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or ericandgord.com, or anywhere you like. Send it in the mail. Make a big light out of it and shine it on the fucking sky, and I'll find it like Batman. I don't care. Send in your designs for a logo. We've already had entries into the contest, and they're way better than anything I've ever come up with. So frankly, I'm a little jealous and kind of mad that I started this thing in the first place, because it just makes me look bad. But we're giving away some prizes. We had some insanely happy winners for our last contest, and I think they're going to be even more happy with this contest, because it ties right into my love and Gord's love for music and my love for logos, because I just like logos. I think they're cool. So what you're going to win for designing the Eric and Gord logo, not only will that become our permanent logo, I promise you that. If you're the winner, we will use your logo until we don't like it anymore, and then we'll use someone else's. But it'll be a good long time. That will be our logo. You'll get full credit for it. And
at least 4 episodes.
But that's not just it. That's not just it, because we're Eric and Gord. We don't just stop. We want to give you shit that we would like to keep, but we'd rather give it away, because that's just who we are. We're cool that way.
That's right.
That's right. I had a prize in mind, and it sucked compared to this one that your favorite half of this show, Gord, came up with for you. So I'm going to let him tell you what you get to walk away with after we choose your award-winning logo.
All right, guys. You thought the barbecue thing was a pretty sweet deal, which for the record it was. But here's something I think everybody's going to really enjoy. First place will win an actual, real electric guitar. It's a Flying V, and it has a fucking green anarchy fucking thing painted on it. It was professionally done. It was actually bought this way. It wasn't, I didn't like spray paint the fucking thing on. It's the real thing. It's a real Flying V. It's the real deal. Comes in a soft case. I am giving this guitar away. It's a fun guitar, and I am giving it away. First place wins an electric guitar.
With or without the Eric and Gord logo.
I'm going to put brand new strings on that little bad boy for you, too. It's going to have brand new strings, and then we'll find a way. We'll ship this thing out. You'll have to pay for shipping, because I'm not paying to ship this fucking thing out. It's expensive.
And for the record, just so you guys know, you're ruining Eddie Van Halen's birthday, by the way.
Yeah, we were going to use this for Eddie Van Halen's birthday. We were going to send it to Eddie Van Halen, get him to sign it. Now we're going to give it to you.
No, I was going to sign it for him.
Well, that's fine. Either way.
I'm still sending Eddie Van Halen an autographed guitar this year. I just think that's funny. I bet he's never gotten one in his life.
Great idea. It's got to be a Series A. If we're going to do it, it's got to be a Series A.
Oh, it does have to be a Series A. But you guys...
For the record, I still have that, too.
And I'm so pissed that I can't enter this contest, because I've wanted a Flying V my entire life, and I've never pulled the trigger and bought one. But I've always wanted one. And a Flying V with an anarchy sign on it, which is just fucking cool.